effort. Listen, this team, Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle started the trend off early and hot. Watch this by Matisse. It contributed to a fast break bucket. This team was in the pass lanes all day, but, you know, give credit where credit's due. Thank you, OKC Thunder, because y'all lead the league in turnovers per game.
Yes, they do. They had 29 turnovers tonight. But the defense, you know, we've seen them struggle, certainly in the 4-game losing streak. And part of that's because they were playing the Bucks in Milwaukee. But for the defense, it's good to have a game like this to get a little confidence back. You heard Ala talking about it. The guys holding their heads high, feeling, all right, I know it was the Thunder, but you needed that. You need a little confidence boost. You
do, Amy. You really do, because it's about momentum. You know, when guys feel good, they play good. And I know you play against OKC, but OKC they're not in this league with 0 wins. They have some wins. They're on a bad stretch right now, but when we get it. They're still professionals in the uniform. They got to take care of the job. As long as they're getting paid and we getting paid, we're going to go at it like 2 professionals.
Absolutely. Let's check in now with Doc Rivers after his team's win to snap that 4-game skid.
Well, what's your impression of Ben's performance tonight?
I thought it was great. You know, it's just the point I made before the game. Like I was talking about, the coach called and said, if anybody talks about his value on offense, just watch. The first play of the game, we got a 3. It was created by Ben Simmons. So I think he was really good. I thought defensively he was even better tonight. You could see he had his legs. He had great energy. So that was good. Good team win. We needed to win that one.
Yes, you say he seemed he had his legs. I mean, he looked like he was moving better than he did before those 4 games that he took off.
I'm all for it. You know, whatever. You know, is the way I look at it. But he did. He had great energy, great pace. Yeah, it was Ben.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
John Clark.
Hey, Doc. With having Ben back, how important is this last stretch of games heading into the playoffs to get everybody in rhythm, playing together, and have a game like tonight?
You know, John, it's important. You know, I don't know what we have, 12, 11 games, whatever it is. But, you know, we've missed a lot of games as a team individually. So many different guys have missed games. And so it would be great if we can use these last to get right. But you can't count on that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those years so far. So we just got to keep working. And do it in practices, do it in games, get our rhythm, and it is important.
Paul Hudrick.
Hey, Doc. Just curious, the decision to go with getting Anthony in the second unit there and over Tyrese, was that like matchup based? Wanted to get a longer look at Anthony Tolliver? What was the decision behind that?
He's a 4, and they had a 4 out on the floor. You know, and so Anthony Tolliver needs rhythm too. So in the long run, that's what we were thinking.
Gotcha. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Mark Narducci.
Hey, Doc, did you get nervous and all? Joel seemed to keep, you know, like rubbing his shoulder and everything like that. And I know it's a tough situation where you have to weigh, you know, playing someone, getting them healthy.
Yeah.
How difficult is that for you as a coach when you're weighing all that with him?
You know, Mark, I've learned long ago, until someone tells me, one of the trainers, I've gotten out of that guessing game, if you know what I mean. So it's our trainers and our medical people's job to tell me, hey, get him out or he shouldn't play. I literally don't get involved in it. I think it's a bad place for a coach to be, because we would tell them to play all the time, you know, up to coaches. So I think it's a lot smarter to allow people with far better knowledge than me to tell me he's good, he can play, he can keep going. And it's made it easier for me as well.
Doc Rivers addressing some of the injury issues the Sixers have had. One of those guys was Tobias Harris, who was in this game. You heard Doc talk about it. We'll talk about it coming up here after this break on Sixers Postgame Live, brought to you by Cure.